Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be filming my May wrap-up. Now this month I got to read 5 books. Unfortunately I had to return one to the library already, but trust me guys, I read 5. So let's get this started. Now this isn't in any particular order of how I read them because I don't remember which one I read first. The first book I read was Eternal Kiss by 13 different authors. It's a series of short stories about vampires. There's Libba Bray, Melissa de la Cruz, and so many more different authors in this. I like this one because you got to see the different writing styles of authors. You got to see how they interpreted vampire and the afterlife, and whether they had any powers or anything like that. So I was really happy I got to read this. The next one I read was The Distance Between Us by Kasie West. Now in this novel, the main character, Cayman, falls in love with someone named Xander, and it's cool to kind of read this one because Cayman is from like a lower middle class, whereas Xander is from a higher upper class. So it's interesting to see how their different societies clash as they slowly fall in love with one another. It's, as you can tell, contemporary. Now the next book that I read was Tumble and Fall by Alexandra Coutts. Now I'm saying that I read this book because I kind of read halfway through it before I had to put it down. Well, the reason I had to put it down was not because it was a bad book, was because of my personal preference of the book. I thought that this book was going to have people going crazy and panicking because in this book the world is coming to an end. Like an asteroid is coming to hit the earth and obliterate all of mankind. And so I thought that people were going to go crazy, people were going to loot and just commit all kinds of crimes. But in this one, everyone's kind of just relaxed. This is happening. 2 people are coming together and falling in love in the middle of all this craziness. So I had to put it down because I thought that people were going to go crazy, people were going to commit crimes. I thought that while all that chaos was happening, 2 people were somehow miraculously finding each other and falling in love. But that wasn't the case, so I had to put it down. I'm sorry if you actually genuinely enjoyed the book, but just the book was just not for me. Now the next 2 books that I read are the first 2 installments of the Raven cycle, and it is The Raven Boys and Dream Thieves. Now, if you haven't read the series, you definitely should, but be careful because it is kind of confusing at first. There's so much information that's given to you that you kind of have to process. In the first book, I liked how there was more Gainsey Blue action because Gainsey Blue is just, it's so cute. They're so adorable with one another. I don't like her and Adam together, like Blue and Adam. I just don't like it. Now in this book, I was so happy because there was almost a Gainsey Blue kiss. And I was like, oh my god, yes, please, please. And then I was sorely disappointed, but not really. However, I will say that I did like Raven Boys more than I like Dream Thieves, because in Dream Thieves, there was a little more confusion. It's like they keep getting all these clues, but then they're still not understanding what the first, second, or third clue was, if that makes any sense. Like, they keep getting these clues, but then they're not solving what the clues are. They're not understanding what each of the clue is. So it's kind of frustrating, kind of. Like, of course I want them to find Glendower and I want them to understand what the ley line is, but like, understand what clue 1, 2, and 3 are saying before you keep on adding more clues to it. Like this one took me a while to get into. Like, I had to read almost halfway. Like, I was like 150 pages in before I got really interested in it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I loved the writing style, I loved I love the story, but it's a little hard to get into at first. You kind of have to like keep on pushing through in order to read this book. But I liked it. It was very interesting. I want more Gainsey Blue action. That's all I'm gonna say is I want more. And then I have Blue Lily Blue over there in my TBR pile that I'm gonna be reading in the month of June. So thanks for watching my video. Come back again, watch the rest, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye! Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and come back and watch the rest of my videos. Just let me wave my arms around and not to say anything.